Hello everyone. Thank you again for watching these videos. Again, I'm hoping you're watching this video because you're trying to find some information on a particular scam. When I watched the video, I didn't really edit it. Again, that is because that was my first delve into YouTube videos, and I'm trying to figure out this journey. So please bear with me. That being said, I realized that the screenshots that I had linked, you couldn't really see them. So I wanted to kind of give you a better image of what these look like. So when you see them with your eyes, it will flash something in your head. Some of the things that caught my attention with this email was, well, there's the first thing. Let me see if I can, where is it? Ooh. Yeah, that one right there. That was the first woo-wee! And then, now you gotta understand, these woo-wees, they were before the, wait a minute. Let me look into this a little bit more. I'm just gonna show you something real quick. Whoa. Why won't it? There we go. That didn't catch my attention until probably like 10 or 20 minutes later. Just always keep that in the back of your mind. Okay. Alright, and here, let's look at that whole phrase, that line. Remember, $98 is reimbursed to you after. That's all we're gonna go with. I didn't even pay attention to that though. What I did pay attention to was criminal history records check, ITA ground operations manual. You do not need to study the print of those documents. I don't know why that caught my attention. It just did. I saw this stuff. I didn't even really pay too much attention to this right here. Remember that too. I didn't pay attention to that. I had to actually go find that again. And then this right here. Yeah, not determined yet. That was what was like, wait a minute. What do you mean not determined yet? What that has to do with is they had not given a fixed address for where their job fair would be. It's like, wait a minute, why wouldn't FedEx have a fixed address for a job fair? You know? I mean, that's the question that came into my head. I don't know if that's a normal question, but that's what came into my head. From there, I started, and I was on my cell phone when I opened this email. So this link right here, it didn't work, which caught my attention. I was like, why doesn't this work? Then this link also didn't work. It's like, wait a minute, why don't these links work? Why don't these links work on my phone? I started asking questions. Some just didn't seem right. I'll reopen that though, the one link in a minute, the first link. Um, so red flags started really coming up, but there was still that ooh wee part. Ooh wee. Remember, and always remember that ooh wee. The that part. When that happens inside you, you need to step back and do research because you are now in the vicinity where you can be scammed. All right. I'm not saying everything is a scam. I'm not going to say that, but just remember you can be scammed. And here's why. The scammer understands that when a person is in that kind of mental state, they are only scanning information, looking for things, and they also understand that the state of mind that individuals like these are the individuals are usually in is they usually just want to solve a problem or two or three. All right. So what the scammer thinks is, how do I approach this? They approach it by just solving one. The one problem they solve is helping you solve as many of yours as possible. That's where the woo-wee comes from. Okay? So, remember, I'm sitting here, woo-wee, but these links aren't working on my phone, and I'm questioning this. So, I start looking at different things, and Mr. Durant right there, somewhere in, again, the company, they do not give me permission to use that logo. The individual that has chosen to use that logo, I don't believe is affiliated with this company. The attachments. At first, I didn't know what I was looking at. So I was just like, okay, I will become acquainted with the forms, after I see what I initially have to do to make it so I can interact with this company. And I'm going through the forms. This one has like 41 plus pages. I'm not going to scroll through all those pages. This one is just a tax form. This one's just to throw you off, to make you think that there really is a job. That's something you would fill out only at the job fair or on the premises you were speaking to somebody in HR. That's the only place you would fill that form out. You wouldn't fill it out online because no one's going to waste the time to get it. I hate to say it, but no company's going to waste the time to have you fill out. They can save that half a cent, quarter of a, whatever that paper and ink is actually worth. It's not, no, that's not going to happen. However, this one right here, this fact sheet, when the first red flag started going up, this is where I was able to start my initial investigation as to what is this that I'm dealing with. And what I found here was some of this stuff is just, it's copy and pasted, and other of it is just, I don't know if it's Photoshop, I don't know what to call it, but it's just, some of the stuff isn't even involved with the company. As I looked at the fact sheet, I tried to figure out how to get in touch with their HR department. At the time, it was pretty late at night. I have other things going on that I do. We'll get into that. Let me show you another thing that caught my attention. This was the final thing that really, they started talking about their human resource department. That threw me off. But they started talking about, and I think I already said something about my employment history. Again, my employment history is not something you can just find. Okay, it's not something that the people that I was employed for, they're not gonna talk about it. They're not gonna tell you that I was employed for them. They're not even gonna tell you what they do in the first place. All right. All I'm gonna say is they pay taxes. There's taxes. That's the only thing I can say. The industry is there and it's thriving. So that was really the thing that really kind of, when I thought about that, that was the final, all the doors slammed, and I really started looking into this. When I finally got onto my computer, that's when, where is it? Let me see if we can find it. That reimburse. I reimbursed after I read to see what that was about. And that's really what initially I was just like, I have to get a hold of this the HR department. And again, I never got a hold of the HR department. They don't they don't know that I'm making these videos. I don't want anybody to get scammed or have to deal with, I believe they're gonna tell you that's not their problem. So hopefully it's protecting both you and them. That caught my attention. I started looking into that employer number. I went on Reddit, and that's where I found people talking about it. And there was only about 100 people talking about it, but that was enough for me. I decided that the video would be made, and here we are. Again, don't forget that image. You've seen that image. Let's get you a couple more. Oops. Let me find again the employee number. That's very important. You want to have that employee number. Again, this right here, if you've been scammed by this, you know what that is. All right. If you haven't, that's the employee number that you're going to see. All right. If you send that in, that tells whoever's at the other end of this email that we have a fish on the hook. That tells them that you're sending the $100 so they can get everything prepared the way they have to, just in case. Hopefully I've given you enough information to where you can protect yourself. And if not, I really don't know how to say anything about that. I wish you the best in the future. Have a good day.